Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Dorit Kemsley has not been holding back on season 14 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and she's carrying that attitude into the upcoming reunion. That much was made clear when BravoTV.com caught up with the diamond holder backstage at the reunion taping in Los Angeles on February 28. Sitting in the glam chair ahead of the big day, Dorit revealed her prediction that she's going to be the one answering some big questions this time around. "My seat feels kinda warm, and I feel like it's going to be very hot when I get to the stage," she shared during the exclusive interview. "I mean, this is the day to put it all out there, so hopefully that's what will happen." After all, this season saw Dorit reckoning with her separation from husband Paul PK Kemsley, which caused feelings of anger and resentment to rise to the surface. As she contended with those emotions, she finally confronted Kyle Richards about some lingering issues in their friendship, leading to uncomfortable and, at times, heated conversations. And while Dorit and Kyle were ultimately able to make amends partway through the season, the same can't be said for Dorit and Sutton Stracke. Given that this is Bozoma St. John's first reunion, Dorit offered the new housewife a bit of advice going into the taping, though she acknowledged that the businesswoman has surely had more stressful experiences. "I told Bozy, I said, this is child's play compared to what you have been through and what you have done," Dorit recalled. However, as prepared as Boz might be thanks to her background as the former chief marketing officer for Netflix, reunions are still a different animal. So Dorit encouraged Boz to be true to herself and get everything off her chest. "I said to her, this is the time to say whatever you need to say. You don't want to leave here and feel like you wished you said something," Dorit explained. "So I said, just put it all out there." Meanwhile, Dorit's ex is similarly bearing it all. While attending the grand opening of NYC's Planet Hollywood, PK spoke to the Daily Mail about speculation that he and Dorit are faking their split so they have a juicy storyline on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. "The show's on, so it's very real to us. It was filmed 10 months ago," he shared. "Listen, it is what it is. Things are not entirely as I'd like them presented, but we made the bed, so we're in it, aren't we?" The exes have yet to file for divorce, which is part of the reason why fans are speculating that the split is not real. But it seems that Dorit may be holding out hope that they can reconcile. She told Andy Cohen on the March 11 episode of Watch What Happens Live that she'd be open to working out their issues, but admitted, "I don't think it's up to me, if I'm honest." Dorit Kemsley has never been one to hold back when it comes to drama, fashion, or her personal life. But at the most recent Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion, she left the entire cast and host Andy Cohen in stunned silence with a confession no one saw coming. From the moment Dorit arrived at the reunion, draped in a dazzling crystal-encrusted gown that shimmered under the bright studio lights, it was clear she was ready to make a statement. The tension in the room was palpable as the women took their seats, each bracing for the inevitable rehashing of the season's most explosive moments. But no one, not even longtime frenemy Kyle Richards, could have predicted what was about to unfold. After an hour of heated discussions about the season's biggest conflicts, including her ongoing rift with Sutton Stracke and the fallout from Erika Jayne's latest bombshell revelation, Andy turned to Dorit with a knowing look. "Dorit, there's been a lot of speculation about your personal life this season," he said, his voice measured. "You've faced some tough questions, especially about your marriage. Is there anything you want to clear up once and for all?" Dorit inhaled sharply, gripping the armrest of her chair. For a moment, it seemed like she might deflect, delivering one of her signature, long-winded yet evasive responses. But then, to everyone's shock, she met Andy's gaze and said, "I think it's time to put it all out there." A hush fell over the room. Even Erika Jayne, who was sipping a cocktail nonchalantly moments before, set her glass down. "I know there have been rumors, whispers, people dissecting every little thing I do," Dorit continued, her voice unwavering. "And to be honest, I've been struggling with something for a long time." Kyle shifted uncomfortably in her seat, glancing at Andy as if to gauge his reaction. Meanwhile, Garcelle Gervais leaned forward, eyes locked on Dorit with curiosity and concern. "My marriage to PK. It's not what people think it is," Dorit admitted, her voice tinged with vulnerability. "We had some really difficult moments this past year, more difficult than I've let on." Andy, ever the seasoned host, traded carefully. "Dorit, are you saying you and PK are having serious problems?" Dorit nodded, her carefully curated composure beginning to crack. "Yes, We've been living almost separate lives for months. I tried to hold it together, to pretend everything is fine for the sake of our children, for the sake of this show, even for the sake of myself, but I can't do it anymore." The room was frozen. Even Lisa Rinna, never one to shy away from inserting herself into the drama, remained uncharacteristically quiet. Dorit wiped a tear away before it could smudge her expertly applied makeup. There have been trust issues, financial strains, so many things we've swept under the rug, and I don't know if we can come back from it. Kyle, who had been relatively silent up until this moment, finally spoke up. "Dorit, I had no idea. I mean, I knew things were tense, but I'm so sorry." Dorit forced a small smile. "I've been good at hiding it, haven't I?" Erica, never one to mince words, leaned in. "So what now? Are you saying you and PK are splitting up?" Dorit hesitated. "I don't know yet. I don't want to make any rash decisions. But what I do know is that I can't keep pretending. It's exhausting." Andy, always one to balance sensitivity with getting to the heart of the matter, gently pressed. "You faced so much speculation about your relationship this season. Are you saying some of those rumors were true?" Dorit exhaled, looking directly into the camera as if addressing the audience at home. "Yes, some of them." At that moment, a collective gasp rippled through the cast. Garcelle was the first to speak after the bombshell. "Dorit, I respect you for being honest. That takes guts." Lisa finally found her voice. "You know we'll all have your back, right?" Dorit smiled faintly. "I appreciate that, I really do." Andy, sensing the weight of the moment, shifted the conversation slightly. "Dorit, how do you feel finally saying it out loud?" Dorit let out a small, relieved laugh. Lighter. Scared, but lighter. The conversation eventually moved on, but the air in the room was forever changed. Dorit's revelation wasn't just another dramatic moment. It was raw, real, and for once, completely unfiltered. As the reunion wrapped up, Andy turned to Dorit with a final thought. "No matter what happens next, just know you have a lot of people rooting for you." Dorit nodded, her usual polished exterior still slightly cracked, but for the first time in a long time, she looked like she was truly herself. And with that, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills had given fans yet another unforgettable moment. One that would undoubtedly be dissected, debated, and revisited for seasons to come. Dorit Kemsley has never been one to shy away from drama, but even longtime Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fans weren't prepared for the bombshell she dropped at the highly anticipated reunion. In an exclusive, jaw-dropping moment that had host Andy Cohen and her co-stars reeling, Dorit made a confession that sent shockwaves through the Bravo universe. Put it all out there, she declared, her voice steady but her eyes filled with emotion. The latest season of RHOBH had already been a roller coaster ride for Dorit, who found herself at the center of intense scrutiny. Between lingering rumors about her marriage to PK, tensions with longtime friend Kyle Richards, and the ever-evolving dynamics among the women, it was clear that the reunion was going to be a make-or-break moment for her.